Arjun never believed in love at first sight. For him, love was a slow burn, a gradual understanding. But then he saw Mira. It was a rainy Bangalore evening. Arjun, a struggling novelist, sat in a cafe, his coffee cold, his notebook filled with crossed-out sentences. He sighed, rubbing his temples, when a soft voice asked, "Excuse me, is this seat taken?" He looked up. Meera. She wasn't stunningly beautiful, but something in her kind eyes, the way her wet hair curled around her face, made his heart skip. No. Please sit," he stammered, shoving his notebook aside. She sat, a book in her hand. A Tale of Two Cities. "That's a classic," he blurted, surprised at his own boldness. Her face lit up. "Yes, I love Dickens. This is probably my 10th time reading it." He smiled. He'd read it too, but it was the excitement in her voice that captivated him. That evening, they talked for hours. He learned she was an artist, passionate about capturing emotions on canvas. She learned of his writing struggles. Time seemed to melt away. They talked about Dickens, about art, about their dreams. He found himself captivated by her easy laughter, her insightful comments, her genuine interest in his life. He realized, with a jolt, that he was falling hard. The rain outside had stopped, but a different kind of storm raged within him. A storm of unexpected, exhilarating emotion. He'd always believed love was a slow, deliberate process, but with Mira, it felt instantaneous, a sudden, overwhelming connection. He walked her home that night, the city lights blurring through the rain-washed streets. As he said goodbye, a hesitant touch of her hand lingered on his. He knew, with absolute certainty, that this was the beginning of something extraordinary. He found love, not in the slow, steady way he'd always imagined, but in a breathtaking, unexpected flash of connection, proving that sometimes love at first sight truly exists. The next day, he wrote a new chapter in his novel, inspired by the unforgettable evening, a chapter about a love story that began on a rainy night in Bangalore. Arjun and Mira watched sunset at Ulsor Lake. Mira. Love is like a painting, sometimes messy, sometimes perfect, but always full of color. Arjun. And like a story unexpected, beautiful, and with a little bit of magic. Arjun grapples with his feelings, the weight of unspoken words heavy on his heart. Arjun attempts to pen a letter, but his emotions prove too profound for the written word. Frustration overwhelms Arjun, leading to a pile of crumpled, discarded attempts. Mira nervously tells Arjun about her acceptance into an art program in Paris. Arjun. That's amazing, Mira. Congratulations. Mira. Are you sure? I mean, about everything? Arjun. Absolutely. Paris awaits. Go make some incredible art. Arjun's apartment is dimly lit, the glow of his laptop illuminating his face as he stares intently at the screen. Mira. I've been offered a permanent position at the gallery. Arjun. Are you ever coming back? Mira. I don't know, Arjun. Mira's image flickers from Paris. The Eiffel Tower, a distant blur behind her. Years later, Arjun waits at the airport, holding Mira's letter. Arjun spots Mira in the crowd. Their eyes lock. A rekindling of their timeless connection is suggested. The same, yet different. There was a maturity in her eyes, but when she saw him, her smile was the same warm and familiar. Without thinking, Arjun ran to her. I made a mistake, he blurted out. I should have told you years ago. Mira, I love you. Mira's eyes filled with tears. I was waiting for you to say that. She stepped closer, touching his face. I loved you then. I love you now, and I will love you for the rest of my life. At that moment, under the bright lights of the airport, time stood still. Arjun took her hands in his and whispered, no more waiting. And finally, their love story had the ending it deserved at beginning. Epilogue. love finds a way. A year later, in a small bookstore where their story had started, Arjun and Mira sat side by side at a